Now, if you know about bamboo's potential, it would be easy to wonder why your newly planted bamboo doesn't look like all the others in the colony. I mean, what's happening during those first few years? Is it growing at all? Well, the answer is yes. What's happening is it's establishing a very complex root system that's capable of supporting that kind of magnificent descent. It's both intensive and extensive. And the lesson here is clear. Too many times, we look for quick hits. We want to know that one thing we need to do to change it all. We're looking for shortcuts at times. We want to believe in that overnight success. We believe you can clean your desk and change your life, and that's convenient. But really, if you take your cues from nature, and in particular timber bamboo, you learn that it's very much about foundation first. I was participating, it was a 10K, and I was in last place. Guy in front of me turns around and says, "Hey, what's it feel like to be in last place, loser?" I said, "You're about to find out," and I quit. We love the Horatio Alger stories of rags to riches and Goethe's tales of transformation because they're inspiring. And they keep us in the game with the idea that good things can happen quickly. And sometimes they can. But when you do the research, when you study the resumes and the biographies of great companies and high achievers, you learn a very different story. And I did some research, and I was amazed to find that so many of the words used to describe bamboo were words that you would find in books about leadership, productivity, peak performance. And so I had stumbled upon an accurate and concise analogy that represents what separates sustainable success from short-lived victories.
Yes, sure. Productivity is the lifeblood of your organization. And the key to stimulating productivity is to arm yourself with the habits and tools that will tap your potential. In my book, Tapping Potential, I detail the habits of planning, prioritizing, follow-up. Tools include the software systems and planning systems that will manage your information.
Ken Lodi is a consultant who's worked with Intel, LEXUS, Bank of America, Warner Brothers, Universal Studios. He trains people on how to get what they want on the job. Hey, good morning, Ken.
Good morning, Jean. You learn good productivity skills through training that introduces a process you can tailor to your job and personal style and make common sense common practice. Good training inspires enthusiasm and productivity, and that directly increases your bottom line.
If you live a fast-paced life, every minute counts. So what happens when you have to wait?
Well, Jess, if you follow the advice of time management consultants, you can learn to appreciate, even look forward to that downtime that comes with waiting in lines. That may seem hard to believe, especially if you are like so many who just hate to wait.
The way people really get better at capitalizing on their time is to do both adapt and plan.
Ken Lodi is a time management consultant. He says waiting time can be productive time if you are prepared.
You have to kind of second guess and read through the situation and then plan accordingly.
And that's a great idea.
We are our own toughest critics, and so if you tell yourself I'm going to be a little forgiving of myself and rehearse and go through your material, I think that makes a big difference, and everybody goes through that. The best of entertainers and athletes will tell you they're nervous before a concert or a game, and it goes with the territory, and you're not alone, and sometimes that puts people's concerns to rest.
And isn't it a situation where the more you do speak up, the more comfortable you become?
Absolutely. That's true of anything. If you have a fear, the more you do something you're afraid of, the easier it becomes, and it just puts you in a comfort zone after a while.
That's very good information there.
Yeah.
Well, the benefit is you get to learn a lot, but those are more fun than anything else. It's kind of like reading your astrological sign. You say, hey, that's true, that's pretty cool. But there is no translation, meaning if these are really the talents and the strengths in your personality that's revealed to you, the question becomes, what am I going to do Monday? If this is true, then what am I going to do? And oftentimes these assessments will stop short, and they don't lead to career path decisions. They don't lead to job assignments. How do we greet our customers? How do we handle them while they are in the store? Have we weeded out the pet peeves? Have we reinforced why people like to shop at our stores? And is it over? As soon as we collect the money and pass on the merchandise, Is that really the end of our relationship, or does it extend to the front door and maybe even at times beyond? And I said, yes, actually, I was told that some of the rooms in this hotel are larger than others. Is this true? And they said, yes, we will take care of that for you. So when I got upstairs, I had been given a suite. It was gorgeous. And I'm putting some things away, and there's a knock at the door. And it's the concierge, and they said, hi, we wanted to bring you this. It's a gift from the front desk. Have a good evening. It's a big basket. It had wine and champagne and glasses and cheese and crackers and fruit. And I said to myself, what a great night to be alone. And so in spite of the environment, in spite of price, even in spite of quality, it's the people that create the emotion. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what this conference has really been all about. It has been about you as individuals establishing your foundation so you can be productive for your good and the good of all those concerned. And that if you play it right and you lay your foundation, you can in fact live a life of strength, versatility, and moments like this where you can free yourself up to contribute to worthy causes. And so consider how after today you can move some things to your calendar, share them with the right people, and ask yourself on a daily basis, what am I doing that not only helps me survive yet another day, but will help me plant some seeds that will affect me positively next week, next month, and in the coming years. So I want to remind all of you, especially, that in light of this conference, that you can achieve responsibly, that you can give back while moving forward, and that, ladies and gentlemen, it's not always about living a life of riches. It's about living an enriched life. Thank you.